Today on Welding and Wheeling, we're in West Texas at FM 600 Wrecking Yard, checking out a whole smattering of classic cars and trucks. Now, this yard is unlike many modern yards, which are just full of new vehicles. This one, I would say, had at least 1/3 of its population of about 1,000 cars were probably pre-80s, which is pretty cool. That meant several hundred cars. So join me as we look through a bunch of this junk and see what's cool. But before we do that, let's talk about why I am in Texas.
And that's because my buddy Nick right here. That was Nick giving us his best monkey impression while we toured an abandoned zoo. But that's not why I came down here. I came down because Nick is in the Air Force, and the base that he is serving at was having an air show that weekend. Pretty cool. If you've never been to an air show, I highly recommend it, especially a military one like this where you can walk through current and past planes that the U.S. military still uses to this day. After the air show, we found an ICBM missile silo that was used during the Cold War, and it has been abandoned for years, and then a gentleman bought it about 30 years ago and converted the command center, which is also underground, into a living space that he lives in. He now does tours through the missile silo and shows you his home underground. It was really cool. Here in this part of the video, we were standing in the silo portion, which is probably over 100 feet deep, as you can kind of see, with giant clamshell doors on the top, operated by a giant hydraulic cylinder you can see here. It was impressive. I highly recommend looking into a missile silo if you ever get the chance. We also toured an abandoned fort from the 1800s, and we poked around some more abandoned ghost towns like this one. Sadly, this is a common sight in small town Texas, but we did check out the sweet side boom display this guy had.
Anyway, let's get back to looking at junkyards like I promised you this video would be about. All right, we got our first piece of older iron here. We have I think this is a regular Beetle and it's got a flat windshield. That means it would be good for a Baja bug. It's still pretty rotted out down here in the rocker area, so not worth saving in my opinion. Oh, this does have a sunroof though. Yeah, this thing did not escape the rust. All back here in the package tray. Huh. All right, well, walking past this little guy, I don't know what exactly it was at first, but I think it's a Dodge Raider, which I've never seen one in person. It's got a Ram tag, yeah 88 Raider.
Yeah, Raider's a good part of the Ram tag. Yeah. 88 Raider.
Huh. Something I've never seen before. Falcon Ranchero. These are kind of cool. These are probably one of my favorite truck cars. This one's pretty hammered though. This one must have been a racer. Or a demo car.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a bunch of them though. A 70 Ranchero. Yeah, there's a lot of Rancheros. I've never seen this many Rancheros in my life. That one's okay. Just completely missing the stuff on the other side of the road. I just saw some creature run off in the bush. I don't know what that was. It's like a 50s Dodge. Kind of looks like a 55 Chevrolet, but I bet it's not. Yeah, that color is nice, even with the sun fade. I'm not going to try and cross the Grand Canyon to get to it, though. More Rancheros. Wow. What we got over here? 4-door station wagons. I don't know what that is. This thing looks pretty sporty. Can't tell what it is though. Is it a Fairlane? Nope. Cutlass, 67. Yeah, an even older Ranchero.
Yeah, way older. That's so sick.
These are cool. I do like these. I might like these more than the other Rancheros that I said were my favorite. Is that a Chevelle body? I think it is. Another Ranchero. 66 Impalas.
Nice and tall.
The sun fades make some cool paint colors.
Yeah.
2-door Impala. Here's a 4-door Impala station wagon. Yeah, that thing got smoked.
Yeah, it did.
Corvairs. Oh, that's getting mucky now.
Yep.
I gotta wear these boots to the airport in like 5 hours. Corvairs. More Corvairs. An El Camino. Finally, the Chevy version.
This is a Mercury.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
Cougar.
Cougar?
75.
Hell yeah.
The Texas registration stickers are kind of cool.
I know, I wish they still did that.
This was last registered in 2001, so these must be sitting here since 2001 is my guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Corvette body, or what's left of it, a tub.
Yeah.
What year is this one? This one must be a later one. Yeah, this is like a mid-70s. They have more car trucks here than I've seen in my life. We got an El Camino here. You would think in Texas it would escape rust like under the windshield here, but it did not. Otherwise, it seems relatively straight. That's kind of a shame. Another one, another one, another one, another one.
You sound like you just bought it.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones don't do anything for me. More El Caminos. Holy cow. Someone must have like a thing for him here. They're like, yeah, we're going to stash him over here. Owner will never know.
Right.
It just keeps going down here. That's a Mustang from the 80s. Those are really ugly.
They're very ugly.
Bro, one's pretty complete though. Oh, I didn't know they were V6s. I would have thought it would have still been an inline 6 in the 80s, but this car's pretty clean.
Yeah, it is actually.
Oh, it used to have a vinyl top, and even that's not that bad underneath. Wake up the rattlesnake inside.
Yeah.
Check out the Pacer. I always like these. After seeing the one they did on Dirt Every Day off-road, I kind of want one. Super bubbly. Yeah, like, thought that was rust. I think that's just like vinyl that's eating away. I do kind of want one of these on a 4x4 chassis though.
That'd be sweet.
There's 3 of them here. I've only ever seen one in person. It's got a 4.2 in it. I like those engines. This is pretty clean. Yeah, it's got a little bit of floorboard rust, but not horrible.
It's got its own ecosystem.
Yeah,
Right?
a little flora and fauna.
Yeah.
A Rambler Metropolitan. I always thought one of these would be cool in a side-by-side chassis. It's so small, it's about the same size.
Let's see that.
A Nash 56. It's getting hot.
It is starting to get very warm.
Oh, look at that. It's another Impala. I think it is. Yep. 2-door. Oh, this one's got an accident and it's got some pretty bad rust. So I thought coming down here to the south I was going to see all the rust-free stuff, but they had to goop up the windshield, I guess, too. This stuff's not nearly as bad as Iowa, but we still got floorboard rot around the windshields and stuff. It's not as clean as I was hoping.
Just because it holds that much water.
Maybe, I don't know. Is that 55 Chevy? I don't think it is. No, that's another Dodge. 69 Nova. What's left of one. This one fared okay. See, like, it is sitting down in the dirt, and it's not that rusty down there. Which in Iowa, this thing would have rusted in the ground if it sat there for 20 years. Would you find an intake?
Yeah. 2.8 multi-point.
I don't think that's from our Nova.
Yeah.
Pontiac 55. Cool. 4-door with some dents. Man, look at the damage to this engine. I guess probably just from water sitting there for so long, but it put a hole in the cylinder wall, and then this one's got a hole in the piston. That looks like something like beat that out. I don't know what happened there. No saving that one.
Not at all.
Another Corvair. Is that a Datsun? Nope, Pinto.
Pinto, yeah. Yeah, Ford.
Cool, yeah. I should have recognized that one.
72 Pinto.
Damn, I pulled the diff cover off and just let the gears sit in the mud. It's a shame. This one's missing its fuel tank in the rear.
Oh yeah, that's the ones that went into accidents.
This one was probably a pretty orange color originally.
Oh, yeah.
Bucket seats. Manual, yes, it's a sporty little thing. Poor thing. And I'm really glad we didn't try and drive back here.
Yeah, me too.
I'm coated in mud. Looks like in the center of the yard here, they've been doing some clearing out. Looks like they got a whole lineup of stuff getting ready to get crushed. Pretty sweet old crusher. Look at the tiny little cab on it. You have to like squat down to get in there. It's got a Detroit in it. I assume a 671 maybe. Nope, 471. That cool old crusher. Oh, we got a VW bus. It smells really gassy over here.
Very.
Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, VW bus here, this looks pretty good. With some sort of green. It had a sunroof. The floors don't look bad in it. That's a shame to see this thing in here. Someone's been stealing patch panels for a while though. Doors dented in, yeah. It's a shame. I don't know if this is a desirable one or not. Oh yeah, okay, there we go, that's why.
Yeah.
Got stoped in over here.
Yeah.
That's a shame.
Poor old girl.
Where to go next? There's just a lot of cars.
So, yeah.
A lot of it not very desirable, but there's some diamonds. This is the Fairlane, I believe. 4-door, these are pretty cool. 58 Fairlane. Fairlane. What are you digging for now?
I thought it was a cool logo.
Oh.
It's not.
Just a piece of junk.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Carry on.
All right, we're finally into the section of stuff that I kind of know and like. I got Wagoneers here. This one's really not too bad for a Wagoneer. Automatic, red interior. Yeah.
I like that. It'd be like a beach.
Oh. I think that used to be wood that someone painted over. There's the original wood, and they went yellow. Got another one next to it. It's brown. This one's still got the AMC 360 in it. This one's gotten a minor accident, but really not bad. Front fender. Yeah, this front fender's a little, well, I don't know, it must have been kind of bad because it creased back here. It's so clean though. Oh damn, this thing's got no, well that could be from moving around the yard. Get a J10 or J20, we'll never know because the axles are gone. Actually, they're in the bed. This thing's really not that bad either. A lot of parts my buddy Kane and my dad probably need for their J-Trucks. Really, that's a pretty decent bed for a J-Truck. These usually rot out really bad right around here, and this one is actually. That one went too, so never mind. All right, spinning around behind us, we've got a 70s Ford bed, and then we've got a 67 through 72 cab. Big back window. I really need a small back window cab for my 67. I like this blue, though. Cab corners are good, but rockers are eaten up. But the drip rail, that's what's bad on my truck. That's really good. And the roof skin's got a couple dents. This one's been here since 06, I assume. Still some good parts on that. I need the inner fenders for my Suburban. So that one's kind of rotten. Which, speaking of Suburbans, really hurts my heart to see one sitting down here. There's International Scout, or what's left of one. Check out the steps someone welded on this Ford.
This bumper they make?
Yeah, that's welded right in, isn't it?
It sure is.
Did they take the whole windshield off this thing? I don't know what they did here. So it was a half cab truck, so they must have cut the windshield off. But it looks like they like unbolted it. So maybe someone needed that. Let's get down here to the sad zone. We've got, I think this is an early 60s Suburban, somewhere 67 to 72. Baby blue, just like that truck up the lane a little bit. This one's two-wheel drive, unlike mine. Let's get the Pleasurizer, Delco Pleasurizer shocks. How nice. This thing's pretty hammered.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, this thing's not that much better than mine.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of holes in the floor. Roof's good. That's good for somebody. It's also got a hole for an antenna like mine does. Mine's a lot worse in this area. I could definitely steal some patch panels out of there. We got rust there, and this is all tore up back here. But that must have been an old dent.
Bondo and stuff.
Yeah, someone really
They put a lot.
really schmewed it on there. And look at the filler. Oh my goodness. They let a beaver install that? Jeez. Yeah, and this one must have been a hatch, not a barn door truck. It could have been barn doors. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, it looks like someone might have started to fix it because this is all bonded up over here. Might have been someone's abandoned project. I expect it to be a lot better than mine. It's really not that much.
Well, it makes your heart feel a little
Yeah, it makes you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, what do we got over here? A winch bed, 90s Ford? Hell yeah. See, that was a roller I was telling you about?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So I was explaining winch beds to my buddy Nick. Someone stole the winch out of this one, but it's got this live roll back here. So you can come up to a skid and kind of lift the front of it up onto the roll. And then, I don't know, kind of teeter-totter it up there. This is a sweet bed. This thing's hoss.
Yeah, it is.
That's cool.
I don't know. It's just got two of the, not even hitch receivers, just
Yeah,
different
two balls welded right to it. I don't know what this is. This is there for a reason. I think it's a dog. I think that might work in conjunction with your gin poles, which I don't know that this truck had. I don't know. I don't completely understand everything about these, but they're cool. Oh, damn. Just walking past that really nice C10 long bed step side that someone probably needs really badly because it's not all rotted out. Casual about it.
Yep.
What do we got over here? 70s Ford bump side cab. Again, just like weird rust. Like the rocker's good, the cab corner's good. Hole in the floor.
Right in the middle.
I don't understand that.
I like the stripes they had over on it.
Yeah, that was kind of cool stripes. F100. All right, what do we got here? Just a 57 Chevy bed, I believe. With a lot of modifications. We got a cross member here that was your spare tire mount. And they did all sorts of bracing back here. With some galvanized steel. Nice. A 60 Ford cab. This is a 1.5 ton truck, I assume. with all kinds of stuff welded to the bed. They got like 3 different trays going on here. All right, we're coming into international territory. We got a truck here, 2-wheel drive it looks like, and then next to it we have the remnants of a Scout. It doesn't look that bad. It's got a cool little brush guard on it. Yeah, this is like a 1210 truck, I think. My dad had a bunch of these. Now we got a Ram Charger. It's missing a lot of pieces. Don't care too much about them. 2-wheel drive Dodge. What is this? A Blazer. This is a 70s Blazer too. Pretty crinkly. Wagoneer, another one. A lot of them here. 75 baby blue with a white stripe. That was a pretty cool truck. International pickup. Ooh, it's got some kind of cool bed on it. It's a welding bed. I believe it is. So no, maybe this is just like a Western hauler. So it's a dually truck. Really stout bed. Got fender well. Someone did a nice job on this. It's old though. Got a pretty crazy 5th wheel in the center. It's pretty mucky here. Yeah. It's like quicksand. That's some big toolboxes.
Yeah, it is.
A little bit of trash in that one, but nothing good. Oh, goodness, I'm sinking, boys and girls. We got a Travelette, crew cab, 90s Ford, RIP. Are you a Power Stroke or gas truck? Wow, I'm just sinking. Does it have a big exhaust on it? Yeah, it looks like a 7.3 that someone stole the roof off of, but still has remarkably good shaped barn doors on it. These are cool. You never really see these. Got a Chevy Blazer. Oh, C10. This must be the roof stealing section. They really torched it away here. I was gonna say it was a shame they cut the roof off, but the bottom of that cab's not amazing. A lot better than mine though.
Oh, it was really bad.
Got the blue cherry bombs color matched. Nice. Oh yeah, it is pretty eaten away. Yeah, all right, never mind. I don't blame them for seeing the cab. We got a square body. Wagoneer. A lot of Wagoneers. Wish I knew about this place when I had mine. It was only 2,000 miles away.
Right? Quick, don't fly down.
I got an 80 square body Blazer. Oh, Nick's digging.
That was an old Infinity speaker.
Oh, speaker. Yeah. Nice.
Well, it's a cover at least.
What do we have here? I think we have a Trail Duster or a Ram Charger that said something on the bottom. 4x4. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Not that bad of a... Oh, it's still got its top, too. Someone needs that somewhere. What do we got up here? More Wagoneers. A hydraulic brake controller. How do you work? And why is it mounted under the hood instead of in the cab? Weird.
You think maybe it had a line to it?
I guess. It just looks like it's supposed to be mounted on your steering column or something instead of in here. Poor white 80 Suburban. My dad's got the matching truck to this, but 4-wheel drive, 8 lug. This one's 2-wheel drive. Not a whole lot of 4-wheel drive trucks here.
Texas really doesn't like.
Damn, this one.
I'm trying to look at trucks. A lot of them are 2-wheel drive.
Yeah. It's pretty clean. That's a shame. Oh, we got a 90s Ford that got a little torched.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy. All right, we hit another lineup of old trucks. There's a little bump side. 2-wheel drive.
Not bad shape. Nick's hunting through a minivan. What are you doing?
Look at the logo. It's the old lieutenant with the boat. Because it's a
Nice.
Dodge. I like that.
70s Ford. Oh, it's got a custom flatbed. Yeah, it must have been a welding truck or something. We got over here another Wagoneer. 80 square body. Pretty decent Wagoneer. Really not that bad. We got like a 59 Ford. Two-wheel drive with some janky motor mount action going on. Got like a early 60s Chevy. Yeah, not that bad. These usually rot out really bad. This one's not really bad at all. Rockers are good. That front fender's got a hole, but roof's pretty decent. That's a shame. Another white 80 square body Chevy Suburban. Keep moving. We got a lot to see. Got a C30 square body. Another Wagoneer. There's a lot of Wagoneers here, and that's not something you see all the time.
Right. I thought they were very tiny.
Yeah, it took me a long time to find a parts truck for mine.
Right.
And check out the fender on this. Just like rusted away. Now it's gone. There's another winch bed over there. Cool. Got a J-Truck cab. Must have been a J10. Bed's pretty shot, I can see from here. Got a 70 Scout. I do like these little guys. So we got another International pickup over here. Oh no, Travelette.
Wow, this one looks good.
This one does look really nice. Complete engine. Some bees flying out. Oh, the roof got pretty smoked. The rest of the cab looks pretty good. Interiors mostly there except for the bench. Automatic. You don't see these trucks very often. Yeah, fender wells rusty too. Probably a lot better than most of these. It's a 151 two-wheel drive truck too. Another Wagoneer. Here's another International pickup. This had a winch bed on it. The winch is gone. I assume this was a dually truck. Two-wheel drive. Yeah, with a cool brush guard. Wicked. Another early 60s Chevy. A little bit of crust in the bottom. Pretty straight bed on this side at least. Front clip's gone. Yeah, bed's pretty straight over here too. Some custom bumper. Yep. There's some toilets in the back at 70s Ford over there if you need one for your house. What is this thing? Oh, an International Scout. Cool. 60s Dodge. Someone cut the whole rocker out of it.
Yeah.
Oh, mail Jeep. A postal.
Oh, heck yeah.
Fared decently well. Saw one of these, someone turned into a rock crawler. It was pretty cool. Another Wagoneer. 70s square body Blazer. Another Wagoneer. Another Wagoneer. Jeez. Oh, the yellow with the stripes on this Wagoneer is pretty sweet too. Yeah, Nick pointed this truck out. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Must have been a city truck.
City of Baird.
Two-wheel drive 60s Ford. I like the steps. It makes it look like a fire truck almost.
Right.
Look at the teeny tiny little bed gate.
I'll hold your 2x4.
Yeah.
That's about it.
I do like old service bodies. They're pretty cool. That's a hole in bed. Oh, she's a little smooshed. Shame.
Man, That door's still shut perfectly.
Yeah, that's pretty good for a banged up door.
Huh.
Finally, our first 4-wheel drive. It's not a Wagoneer. K10 or K20 Chevy. 70s front end. Oh, we got a Cherokee Chief. That's a little bit of an outlier. 2-door. Baby blue. Not bad. Oh, it's still got its razor grill too. That's surprising. No one's stolen that. No, it's because it's all mangled.
Yeah. Yep.
That makes sense. D200. Another baby blue 67 to 72 truck. This one's pretty mushed fender. Someone stole the roof again. 50s International. No, that might be a Dodge. Here's a 60s Dodge. Another Wagoneer. I need to tell the Wagoneer groups on Facebook about this place. 'Cause
Yeah.
I had a hard time finding parts for mine when I had one. I do have a Jeep truck still. I could be looking for parts for, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot about that. Yeah, tin grill Dodge D100.
Looks like the farm truck. Street Outlaws. Remember?
I don't think it was a Dodge.
No.
I think it was a Chevy or GMC.
You're right. Never mind.
Oh, it looks like we're getting into newer stuff now. All right, I'll pick you guys up when we find something cool. Oh, Pontiac Aztec. Speaking of cool, we got the sad state of a Power Stroke. It's got some sort of funky radiator support on it. Black crew cab Power Stroke with a red interior. That was a sweet truck at one point. 4-wheel drive. It's a shame. Got a 2000s Ford. I don't know if this one was a diesel or not. Some square bodies. Ooh, a crew cab square body. What's up with you? Crew cab 2-wheel drive. This one must have been a later one, I think. Like a late 80s. That big old, was a dually. Just a flatbed, not a winch bed. Cool bean. I think we've hit the alley of square bodies, actually.
Yeah.
There's quite a few of them. I've only seen one 4-wheel drive so far, though. There's a 4-wheel drive Blazer. Well, here's something worth filming. The 60s International with a winch bed with its gin pole still. This one's looking pretty complete. Let's get the engine. The hood's sitting funky, like the hinges are all busted. Oh yeah, this one's still got its winch too. That's a big old winch. I don't see an ID tag on it anywhere. It'd be like a Tulsa or something like that. But yeah, this is a full winch bed setup. So it doesn't have a live roll in the back, but it's still got its poles. Yes, I think that's your third point. So when your poles are out, your cable runs through there and then up. And that has something to do with keeping it from tipping back. This is a completely custom bed. Wow, look how low it hung.
I know.
Guy didn't want to kick up any rocks, I guess.
Yep. We'll go bring the speed bumps.
This one might have had some sort of tow bar set up too. Sweet, that's cool. There's all the PTO apparatus, I guess. Cool. Anything else around here cool? Not really. Just remarking how the interior on this thing's really not that bad. Dash is all still complete. Radio's in it.
Yeah.
Bucket seats. This thing must not have been in here longer. Oh, check out.
Oh.
I assume that used to be a beacon light? No. That's like valves, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, what the hell is that?
Well, and there's an air tank over here.
So maybe some sort of spinning siren or something?
Maybe air horn?
Yeah, some air horns. I don't know, but it looks like it spins, doesn't it? No, maybe not. So probably air horns, yeah.
Yeah.
When you drive a big rig, like I guess.
Right.
You gotta,
Yeah. You gotta tell people.
you gotta let people know. You got a late 80s, early 90s IDI truck here. It's got zip ties and bias plies written all over it. IDI. And it's got a winch bed set up on it. Yeah, buddy. So this one has a dead roll. It's welded in solid. had a spot for a winch, but there's no winch on it. That looks like a pretty modern tag.
Yeah, that is.
This one must not have been in here for long. Pretty stout bed. It's super. They really stubbed it off after the axle. That's like a 7-foot bed instead of like an 8-foot bed. Wonder why they did that. It's been bed lined like 2 different times. Poor thing.
The last tag was 2020.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, it's 2020. It's 5 years ago. You've had a. You think this thing was on fire? It must have been on fire.
So yeah, it's everything.
CJ7. Looking pretty crusty. Must not have gotten that hot because it's. I guess it's pretty warpy. Okay, yeah, it's pretty warpy. Oh, that could have been a YJ actually. I think that's a YJ, not a CJ. Madeline's gonna be upset about that one. Got another 50s Chevy Apache. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna begin to guess what that is. Chunk O truck.
Yeah.
The row of International trucks and Wagoneers. Seriously, 2-wheel drive International truck. Wagoneer. That's actually a Cherokee Chief. My bad. That is some diversity. Wow, there's a lot of Wagoneers here. This is a cool International. I don't really like these front ends, but it's got some cool old electric company lettering on the door. I don't know what that is. That's a 67 through 72 truck. Minivan. Blazer. I did see a couple Suburbans up here. Dang, that thing. Wow. That must have hurt. A Blazer. Ooh, 2500 2-wheel drive square body Suburban. That was a cool paint color originally. Oh no, that was a 4x4 truck. Cool. Man, I'm just slipping and sliding over here. What else we got up here? Extended cab 90s Ford. Oh, there's a little 67 to 72. Stepside truck. That's a stepside long bed though. I need a short bed. I'm gonna go check that out real quick. Yeah, that is a long bed stepside. My truck's a short bed stepside. It's a big back window truck. They haven't stole the cap or the roof off this one yet.
That's coming.
It's because it's got a hole in it. That's why. Huh. Still got its inline 6. These are pretty cool trucks. My uncle had one of these. I think you'd call it a swept line. No, I don't know what you'd call the Dodges, but my uncle had a 4-wheel drive one of these. It was really nice. I think that's a swept line. I don't remember. International. Oh, look at the frame on this thing.
Whoa.
How did that happen? Someone pressed the front brakes too hard.
Yeah, locked up.
Wagoneer. Oh, it's going to make me sad. Extended cab. 70s Dodge. This is a one-ton. Is this 4-wheel drive? No, 2-wheel drive. Okay. It's not quite close enough then. 60s Ford cab. Now we got another winch bed. We'll have to go cruise over there and see that. Absolutely tizzing out over them. All right, we got a 90s. This is a Ford with some sort of winch bed apparatus set up on it. And we've got a C30 with another winch bed. That looks like prime snake territory, so I'm going to stay out of there. Maybe we can get at it from this side to get a peek. Yeah, past the... What is this? Early 60s Chevy. Yep, this has got the big winch set up on it too, but the winch is gone. The roller, everything you need. Still got its cable though, which is pretty cool. It's got some cool old lights on it. Auxiliary fuel tank. Sweet. Really a pretty clean square body, other than dents. Another J-Truck down here. 2-wheel drive square body with gigantic, massive mud flap flares. This is a short bed J-Truck. This one might be worth saving, actually. Yeah, bed looks pretty good on this guy. Like I was saying, these seams here always kept rust really bad, and this one's in really good shape. Still got its wraparound bumper someone made. I think it's a short bed.
Yeah.
Baby blue. The roof's pretty dented in, but it could be fixed. Floor looks muddy, so it's probably crusty. This was a J200 truck.
No engine.
No door.
A little bit of dent on the cowl. Someone stole a fender. That bed's worth saving though. That's a little, I can see a little bit of crust on this side. It's a shame. Square body Suburban. RIP. 70s Fords, Internationals, late 60s, early 60s Ford. Who took the time to cut an oil pan like that? What were you going for? They didn't steal the oil pump. I don't know what they were grabbing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some sort of high top van. Yeah, yellow and white is pretty. There's a lot of stuff here. Oh, another Suburban, sweet. Let's check that baby out. This one looks better than the other one, I think. Inner fenders I could use. This door's pretty smushed. That door's pretty smushed. Yeah, this quarter's not bad, but got a decent sized dent here and some rust in the back. See if this one. Oh, damn. There's some cool stickers back here, though.
Oh yeah, look, there's more whiskey and fresh horses for my mom.
That one might have been offensive. That one just says "now go home."
Oh.
I bet there was something rude in front of that.
Probably.
This is a cool green color. You said you could see some stickers in here too.
Yeah,
Man, they really got that whole quarter. Oh yeah. There are some good stickers in there.
Yeah.
I'm oil field trash and damn proud of it. That's a good sticker.
Yeah.
I couldn't use it though. Yeah, the drip rail was bad on this truck for a while, it looks like. No? Well, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty broad.
Oh, another International Scout over here. They're just so small compared to everything else. It's just boop. Yeah, little fella. All right, well, we're gonna cruise right past the aisles of van, but check out the sticker on this one. Texas Department of Aging and Disability Services. They really got straight to the point with that name. They wanted everyone to know what they were about. Didn't have seats in it. Maybe they just threw the old people in the back to bounce around, I don't know.
Really, have little ramps.
Hang on. A GMC rally van. Ooh, with painted over windows. And keep moving. This is another Department of Aging, yeah. This one's full window. This is must have been for the peoples. I don't think I see anything worth walking up here for. We got a Ram Charger.
Yeah,
I see some two-wheel drive square bodies, but I've seen a million of those today. Back to the main aisle. All right, we get the Uncle Rico van up here. Check this sweetheart out. I don't know if this was a Ford, but his was definitely like this paint scheme.
yeah.
Oh. Wood paneling? Wow. If you look straight back, the toilet's right in your rearview mirror. Wood really got pretty trash in this thing. It is a nice high top though. Oh, here's a Coors Light van.
Oh yeah.
Cool. Anything worth seeing up here? That's a Comanche. Those are rare. Buddy Trent's got one of these Comanches. They're pretty hard to find. Someone stole the bed off this one. I don't remember. I thought they were unibody, but they must be unibody with separate beds. Huh. No, I guess they stole the floor and the sides. Yeah, you can see it is unibody. Okay. Huh. 60 Chevy, 60s Ford. Oh, someone's lunch. Is there a sandwich? No sandwich.
Oh, spider. You're right there.
Oh man.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll leave him be.
Yep.
He claimed the lunch.
Yeah.
Volkswagen Rabbit. Heck yeah, I picked up the camera for this Lodestar, but there's a Rabbit over here too. I like this brush guard. Kind of looks like a bed frame. It's actually a pretty nice Lodestar. Okay, stay off the giant anthill. Don't want ants in my pants. Now it's got split rims on it. Oh, thanks. This all looks like newer stuff over here, but I do want to check out this Rabbit and a Pinto. I really want one of these for some reason. I don't quite know why. No, this is a Brat. Even cooler. These are four-wheel drive, I believe.
Really?
No, this one's not. No, yeah, it is. All-wheel drive.
Yep.
So does this one still have the seat in the bed? Yeah, so there's the bottom of the seat frame, so you can have a seat in the back facing backwards.
Really?
Yeah, it came that way.
Oh, wow.
These are really cool. This would be a fun little vehicle.
Yeah, it would. Who's riding a ranch on?
Yeah.
Damn.
Cool. So this whole area over here seems to be newer cars. But we do have a Super Beetle here. Someone got artistic with the lane marking here.
Yeah, they did.
So it must have had some previous body work. It's come to light now. Do a pretty sweet 950 Cat over there. Looks like a parts machine. But that's kind of in their area. Like I think they probably use that. There's another one there. That's probably still a runner. And we got an old grader way over there in the scrap heap that looks like parts for the machine. It's over here. Let's go check that out. I came over here to look at the grader, but I also like these little opals. These are cool. There's like nothing to this. Yeah. It's cool. Me and my dad saw a bunch of these in Vermont one time. Guy had sitting behind a hardware store. He offered them to us for dirt cheap. They're cool. I came over here to see this number 12 Cat grader, which I thought was probably a user, but I don't have that feeling anymore.
Broke down here and they left.
Yeah. This looks like it's not far off from being a runner, though. They're cool. We'll see a bunch of these up in Iowa. 6-cylinder Cat. Brake lines are not hooked up anymore. Tires are okay. I mean, okay for a junkyard machine. These are cool. I love the back ends on these. They got a lot of style. Yeah, this thing's still complete. I bet they were using it in here for a while. The cabs are just cool, and these things just got so much style. Never run a grader. I'd really like to. Pretty cool. Alrighty, so that is going to wrap up our video here, and it wraps up my time down in Texas. I certainly had a good time with my buddy Nick, and showing you guys this little slice of my trip here. It was cool to take a look around at some much better looking sheet metal than what I have up in Iowa or where I grew up in Maryland, although it was not nearly as rust-free as I originally thought. Anyway, if you've never seen my channel before, I'm not usually a junkyard guy, but I always like looking at junk, buying junk, and working on junk. So if that sounds intriguing to you, please consider subscribing down below. Anyway, I will see you guys on the next one. Check out the sweet International, by the way, that I was looking at auction. Didn't quite make the cut for a video, but this thing is sweet. Great choice, though. I wonder how you get that baby open. I guess you gotta pop it from inside. Anyway, straight piped, chrome stacks, straight cut, and a nice big grain body. You don't see cab over green trucks very often. Oh, the steps are a nice touch too. Aluminum tanks, got aluminum fronts and steel rears. There's a smell in here I can't quite identify.